Yeah, congratulations to Coach Beamer and his football team. You know, they earned it right there on that last drive, and hats off to them. Disappointed for our guys that we couldn't find a way to win. You know, had opportunities both in the first half and the second half, and just didn't execute well enough when we needed to in order to win the game. So with that, I'll open up for questions.
Coach, how proud were you really of the offense and how they were able to perform in that second half?
Yeah, really proud of them. Proud of both sides of the ball. I mean, the fourth down stops by the defense to get us back in, go on a little run right there. You know, both sides of the ball did what they needed to do. We just came up short. You know, in the second half, defensively, we couldn't get off the field right there on that last drive. And in the first half, you know, we had multiple times. I mean, we were 0 for 6 on third down, 3 of those in the red zone, and you know, that's the difference in the game.
Coach, what are some of the conversations you've seen over these past handful of games where y'all have been able to come back and big deficits? What are you noticing about the demeanor and conversations of your team that is allowing you to get back into these games?
I just think there's a relentlessness that our team plays with and believes in, and you know, just didn't have enough tonight.
Coach, defensive front was able to get a ton of pressure tonight. They forced a lot of errors from Sellers, got a lot of pressure. How would you assess their play?
Yeah, I thought they did some really good things, but you know, our inability to get him on the ground on that last drive was bad. Ultimately led to whatever.
Coach, Brady gets the start.
Yeah.
How would you evaluate this performance?
I mean, gutty performance. Let his team down there. Played well. You know, we obviously we missed some third downs, and that's going to be something that we have to assess. But I thought he did everything he could to give us a chance to win.
What was your message to your guys after this one?
Yeah, don't hang your heads. This is college football on the road versus a ranked team. Gave yourself a chance to win. You didn't get it done. We got 2 games left to go finish. So, you know, you can be disappointed, but we can't be devastated. We're not going to hang our heads.
With those last 2 games left, obviously big senior class exiting, what is kind of the goal for them now heading out with 2 scheduled games and a bowl game as well?
Yeah, I mean, we'll just take it one game at a time. We got to go back, regroup, figure out who's healthy, who's not, and go on the road to a fresh Mississippi State team, which is going to be a real challenge.
Anything else for Coach?
Coach, sorry if you already got asked this, but just the red zone offense and settling for field goals there,
Yeah.
What did you think kind of the challenge was with some of that?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I think that's the difference in the game. You know, in the first half, we had the 4th down stop, and we had the turnover, and didn't get any points off the turnover. With the missed field goal, went 3 and out right there, took a sack. And you know, our inability to convert third downs in the red zone in the first half was why we were behind, and ultimately the difference in the score. Any of those are touchdowns, it's a different game.
Again, sorry if you've been asked this, but just what were some of the struggles to keep the lid on some of those chunk plays that South Carolina was having pretty much throughout the game?
They were getting separation in man, and we weren't able to get to the quarterback, and so, you know, we're going to have to reassess what we're doing there. Obviously, yeah, I mean, we were just, yeah.
Coach, when you got that 4th down stop at the end of the quarter, when you was on the field, did you have to ask them to do a measurement?
No. So the explanation that I got was they had a miscommunication on their sideline to give it a first down, and the guy on our sideline knew that it was not, the mark needed to be measured. So it was just a miscommunication, and that's why they measured it.
Coach, on the 4th and 5 touchdown, could you break down what we saw in that play?
We had a different play called. They pressed, quarterback adjusted it with the wide receiver, and he had a great release, great football throw, and one-handed catch for a touchdown. Disappointed that we wasted that.
Sorry, Coach, Nate Noel had 150 yards rushing tonight. Offensive line seemed to get a lot of push against a really good, solid defensive front. What do you like in that aspect of the game?
Yeah, I mean, they were able to get Brady comfortable. You know, we ended up giving the 2 sacks, but that was on the last drive in the last play of the first half. So quarterback had plenty of protection. We were able to keep their defensive ends off balance. And we did what we needed to. We just didn't execute right there at the end to finish it, and we didn't execute on third downs in the red zone.
Coach, Brady Cook, Nate Noel, guys have been banged up the last month or so. Them being able to stay in for the entirety of this game, what does that say about their resilience?
They're tough guys, man. This brotherhood's not for soft people.
Coach, you guys usually defer when you guys the points toss. So what was the idea behind receiving this time to start out the game?
We wanted to take the ball and go down and score, and we did, but we needed to execute on that third down. We just felt like have an opportunity to try to take control of the atmosphere.
And Coach, after you guys scored your first touchdown, can you just walk us through deciding to go for 2 in that situation?
Yeah, you're down 15, and so you can either wait late and see how it goes, or you can go for 2 there and then figure out if it's a 2-possession game, which is what we did. So went for it, ends up allowing us to kick the field goal, and then knowing we need a touchdown late. So it's just a different way to play it. I felt like, when we scored, I think there was maybe 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter, and the game was kind of, they had 1 possession, we had 1 possession, so I kind of needed to force the issue on what was going to be the timing of the rest of the game.
Which obviously not the result you guys wanted, but how happy were you for Brady for the way that he came out and performed, especially since he missed Oklahoma and then, missed half of the Alabama game?
Yeah, I'm proud of him for competing and demonstrating toughness for this football team.
Anything else?
Appreciate you.